Oh, welcome everyone. Adam the Woo here. You just caught me riding through this little subdivision housing development here in a little area called Monrovia, California. It's kind of up near the mountains, and I'm looking for a filming location. The house, they have the interiors and exteriors from a 1985 film that went on to become a legendary movie, changed a lot of people's opinions, brought something to the forefront. It's called Mask. Not the Jim Carrey movie that you've probably heard of, not the comedy, The Mask, but simply Mask, starring Cher and Eric Stoltz. And what was the guy with the big mustache? He always was in all the westerns. He had the big burly mustache. He was Cher's love interest in the movie. Sam Elliott. That's what I'm trying to think of. Sam Elliott. The movie basically was about a young man, the life and the early death of a young man, a true story based on Rocky Dennis was his name. You go this way, trying to find the house that the movie was filmed at somewhere in this little neighborhood. Basically, Rocky Dennis had an ailment, a disease that they call Lionitis, commonly known as Lionitis. The actual technical term is called something a little more elaborate that I really can't remember off the top of my head. So the layman's terms, Lionitis. That's what people have known to call it. Basically, his head was inflamed, his face and the structure of his face was a little bit deformed. So in all essence, most people would stare. And basically the movie showed him going through school, being mocked, having to deal with those trials and tribulations on a daily basis until he died. So the movie is actually pretty amazing. I remember watching it when I was a kid. I watched it recently a few years ago. And somebody left me a comment either on YouTube or Facebook or Twitter. I can't remember which social network. And they told me that the house was actually in Monrovia. And it's actually right over there. This is the house used in the movie. Right there. That's the backyard, that fence. Over the fence, there were some scenes filmed outside with Cher and Sam Elliott and Eric Stoltz. I'm actually not going to get out. There's actually a lot of cars. The front door is open. I don't want it to be real awkward. But I definitely just wanted to show you where the movie was filmed. There's a lot of shots from this angle right here, and you can see the house. That's it. I think I'm just going to go park right over here, actually. On the side of this side of the road, there's actually a spot that I can park. And I can show you the house from the movie Mask, the award-winning film Mask. There was a lot of scenes. Sam Elliott's biker gang in front of there. Eric Stoltz coming home from school. All kind of action up there. A lot of scenes where Cher was on the porch with Eric Stoltz. Pretty fantastic movie. Not really so much this vlog about the movie locations. I do appreciate the fact that somebody told me about this place. I come check it out. Hopefully you enjoy the location itself. But it brings me to another point. 1985, the movie was filmed. Has anything changed since 1985? Like I was telling you the story of Rocky Dennis, how he got made fun of, mocked in school. Do you think things have changed now in 2014 that they did in 1985 or before that? Or has mockery of people that are a little bit different, that have an ailment, a deformity, do you think that still exists? Of course it still exists. But what I want to know is, has it lessened or gotten greater over time? Television shows mocking different people for what their ailments are, for what they look like. I'm just curious to know what you think based on that information that I've just given you. Do people mock people more or less now than they did in the past? And do you think it's going to continue in the future where people are just going to mock everything? Not just as a joke, but as more of like a bully type aspect. That's basically what the movie was about. The kids in his class, I can understand the philosophy when somebody walks into a room and they look a little bit different. You're going to do a double take. You're going to say, man, they definitely are not looking like me. But then why would you treat that person differently? What inside someone's mind and in their soul makes them think, I am going to have anger and hatred towards someone else because they're a little bit different than me? I do not understand that philosophy at all. I want to know what you guys think. So leave some comments down below. Also, Check down below for my t-shirts, as well as also down below you can always leave suggestions based on where I am. I always film these vlogs basically in real time. I film them and I upload them about an hour or two later, so you can always get the gist of where I am. So find out where I am. If you have an idea, kind of like The Mask House, starring Eric Stoltz and Cher, if you have an idea like that, and you know I'm in the vicinity, leave some comments down below. A wheel of will. I will read those comments. I don't always reply, but I try to read all the comments, especially on the newer videos. So leave some suggestions about what you want to see. And thank you, sir, or ma'am, or child, I can't remember who it was, that left this mass suggestion. This was awesome. Got my brain moving. I know I got kind of deep there for a minute. I got a little deep thoughts with you. But I want to know what you guys think. Not only about bullying, but about people that look a little bit different. Everybody's different. I'm different than you are. You're different than I am. Everyone is different. Everyone should be the same, even though we're all different. Have a great day. Remember to subscribe, by the way, up here and up here. I go places like this all the time. Sometimes the vlogs are not this intense. This is a pretty intense vlog for a Daily Woo. It got you thinking, didn't I?